Hey guys, Bass Brown Dad here. Let's check out what's happening with the good folks of Worcester, Massachusetts. It appears they're going to be the first sanctuary city for trans folks. Not sure what to make of that. I wasn't aware that there was an overarching program to eradicate or infringe upon the rights of these people. In fact, my experience, as perhaps yours as well, evidenced by the election results, were that you kind of got tired of the one-way traffic. If you had any questions about things we had accepted for millennia at this point, and all of a sudden within one administration, we're all forced to memorize a whole host of pronouns, have males in our wives, daughters, grandmas, locker rooms, sporting events, to which no one seemed to be a huge fan of this. And now that it's over, what do you know? More, I'm a victim, help me, give me more resources and time and attention, use my pronouns, or you're a ism, obic, some type of word. But at this point we know it's the last dying screams of a failed ideology, and frankly a group of folks that rubbed really everyone the wrong way, including people like myself, who has never been political in my 4.5 decades of life here. But I was so incensed and pissed off by the trans crowd that for the first time in my life, I became politically active and aware. And it's largely because I'm the dad of a daughter, and I don't want her to get knocked the fuck out in her sporting events on the weekend. So there's that. At any rate, let's take a peek at these folks and see what they have to say. Why don't you leave your comments in the comments section here? Lord knows I have my own takes on these folks.
I speak in favor of my city becoming a sanctuary city for people like me. I speak as both the B and the T in the LGBT.
What the fuck are you talking about, man?
I speak as someone who is always misgendered, like all the time. People refer to me as sir when I prefer to be referred to as ma'am.
Right now in our country, Trump is threatening the trans and gender diverse community. He is using policy to take away protections. He is making it hard for trans people to renew passports, to get the care they need. He is trying to erase us.
What the hell is even that?
I want you to know that I do not want to be here. It's my day off. I do not want to be in your DMs. I do not want to be in your email inboxes. I do not want my creativity writing diss tracks like Kendrick. I don't want to spend an hour applying glitter on my face so that you will hear and see me.
To those claiming that making Worcester a sanctuary city could risk federal funding, that's fear-mongering.
If you think you're afraid of Trump, you should see how afraid of Trump I am.
Can you wrap up, please?
Yes, I can. If you say that you're afraid of Trump and that's why you don't want the city to be a safe space for trans people, you better prepare for trans people to make this a very unsafe space.
Yeah. So if you are a real...
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch! Shut your goddamn ass up!
Can you look at me and tell me how many of my friends need to die before you do anything?
Please wrap up.
Look at me!
Okay, we're all done here.
Fucking pathetic!
No, we're all done. Come on.
I ask you all, family, may we pick up our bricks, because we will not go down without every silent cis straight person waking up and seeing the blood on their hands.
I use the pronoun she and her, and I am disabled cisgender lesbian. The Jesus that I know would be right here in this gallery, lined up to speak during this public comment, standing in solidarity with the brave people here. The Jesus I know would be dressed in full drag and serving face.
Come on now, dawg. Come on, man.
Wrapped in the garb of a non-binary person who knows one gender is way too small to capture their gloriousness.
I cannot overstate that the United States is rapidly sliding into fascism, and conceding because we are scared of the repercussions validates and allows fascism to continue.
How many lives have to be lost before you consider fighting back against fascism and corruption?
You have the opportunity to stand up to violence and fascism that is spreading all over our country like wildfire.
I am agender, and I use they, them pronouns.
They, them as a singular pronoun has been in use since the 14th century. No one in this room is as old as the 14th century, so I'm going to ask for some adaptation. I invite every member, through the chair, of City Council to come to my queer studies classroom at Worcester State University. You are all welcome every time, but be aware that you are a guest in my house when you come. And when you come, know that there are strong queer and trans people in my classroom who will collect you with the quickness if you speak out of turn.
You don't know what you're talking about, do you?
The reason that Worcester needs to be a safe space for trans people is because I can't go home where I can't work, I don't qualify for disability, I can't drive because I'm narcoleptic, and my family doesn't support me because I'm trans, and then come to a city council that won't listen to my voice. I need the city to protect me because no one else will.
How much for one trans life? How many dollars does it take to put them on the chopping block? I want a precise number. I want a dollar amount. And who next? Who's the next protected group to be tied to the railroad tracks, and will you fold for them? Now is the time to stand up for tyranny.